Hello. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Welcome. And I'm trying something a little bit different. In the past, I've been doing just the learning circle on Discord, and I've tried lots of different things. And anyway, I'm trying this because what we're probably going to do is try to be live most nights. Evenings about this time, or it could be a little earlier, a little bit later, depending. But most we'll try to announce it and let you know about it. And we're just trying to I will also be live on Discord. So if you're a Discord person, just go ahead and you can also find me over there. And I am happy to include your voice. So if you want to speak, Melissa, just let me know. Just raise your hand or whatever. And of course, you can put stuff in the comments. Sorry about the delay. It's Mercury retrograde. I have had a day of Mercury retrograde. How about you guys? How's your communication going? Are you finding clear communication? Is everyone able to hear you, see you, feel you? Hey, Tani. And Amanda, welcome. Hi, Terry. Hey, Melissa. And Amanda, welcome. Welcome, everyone. It's good to have you with me today. I'm glad you're all here. So you're welcome to ask any questions that you like at any time. And I'll do my best to answer them. And I recognize that I am in the group and also here on different pages. Hi, Annie. Hey, Annie. Welcome. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. I don't know why in the group it still looks like oh, there it goes. Okay. So, welcome everyone, and we'll see how I do tonight. See how I'm feeling. I did have a little bit. I'm having a little bit of a weird thing. So, okay. Oh my gosh, right, Carrie? It is so crazy, Mercury retrograde. Is anyone else struggling with Mercury retrograde? I spent about 2.5 hours, about 2.5 hours trying to rectify this issue. What I'm trying to do is watch movies over the internet with my granddaughter, who happens to not live in Colorado. She lives on the East Coast of the United States, and I homeschool her. So I just wanted to watch a movie together. It can be educational to do that. And I have a whole bunch of educational movies I'd like her to watch, but I can't figure out how to share them. Like Amazon, if you just get on Zoom and share the movie, it won't let it play through. So I figured out Google Play, and then I spent 2.5 hours today with Google trying to do their tech support. Can you believe it? And then I was like, okay, finally, it's over. And I went to go do some other work. And me and AI going back and forth. I'm like, make an image about Sarah Red Crow being live on Wednesday. And it put some image of and I even gave them an image of Sarah Red Crow, and it's still inserted some random picture of some random person I've never even seen. They even assumed that she was probably indigenous. Oh my. I was just like, AI, this is wrong for so many reasons. Has anyone else messed around with AI? It's not really a good time to do that right now. Mercury's retrograde, that's all. Brianna said, oh, I wish I could ask mine. I almost sent you a personal message today. It was an emotionally taxing day. Old wounds resurfacing. Well, Brianna, I let you know you're not the only one. There's a lot of people dealing with stuff in the past with the South Node and Mars conjunct. If you watch my astrology forecast on Mondays, you'd be aware of that. But that's pretty much what's happening, Brianna. And it should even out by the end of the week, but it should start to kind of fade. But you know, it's still there. And I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. And try to just anyone dealing with that right now, I would say, to make sure you allow yourself to feel totally. You know, I even had an appointment today with someone who was dealing with some stuff from the past. And one of the things that I would say is that it's incredibly important to make sure that you feel fully. And this is something that I really had to practice, you know, like you're like, of course I feel. And I'm like, no, you don't. You push it away. Most of us try to get away from, move away from feelings that are uncomfortable. And this is a natural, normal human response. So what I would say is that when you wake up and you're feeling something, is to feel it totally. Don't push it aside. Don't ignore it. Don't try to dismiss it. Don't try to get over it. And it's actually, Melissa, you know, that's interesting that you say that, because that's actually a belief system, and feelings don't usually last more than about 30 seconds to a minute, maybe 3 minutes max. But if you truly allow your feelings to flow, they're not too painful. It's not, no feeling will ever hurt you other than it's emotionally painful. I mean, it won't physically hurt you. And Melissa, have you ever tried it? Have you ever tried it? And maybe that's what you need to do, Melissa. Maybe you need to have crying set. Maybe you just need to have a crying day. I've treated a lot of grief clients that say the exact same thing, Melissa. And once we actually put it to the test, that's not actually true. And I've had clients clear out their entire day and make a day to do nothing but cry, buy themselves tissues, get themselves set up an entire day. And then they come back to me and they're like, it only lasted for like an hour, Hollis. I mean, and then I just started doing other things, and I made something to eat, and then it happened again for another hour or so, and then that was it. And I was like, okay. And I suggest that you set a whole day aside, where you allow yourself to cry. And I used to, for a long time when I was healing, when I was 30, I used to put aside 2 to 3 hours every morning for emotional processing, yoga, and Reiki. So when I was having these sort of quote unquote breakdowns, which I don't see them as breakdowns, I see them as, and see, it's even in your languaging, Melissa, it's a breakdown, as if there's something wrong with it. So I would have these crying sessions where I would cry, and most of the time I didn't even know why I was crying, to be very honest. And that still happens sometimes. I don't know why I'm crying. And then I would just kind of cry for anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour, I mean, I wouldn't cry the whole 20 minutes. Like, I would cry and then I would feel sad for 10 or 15 minutes, and then I would cry again. And I would do Reiki on myself. So I would give myself a couple of hours every day to work on this, to feel fully, because I had a lot of trauma. So Melissa, if you're struggling like that, that tells me it's not even about the person you lost. It's about a whole bunch of other people or a whole bunch of other grief that you've had. And so I would just kind of like cry. I would allow myself to cry. I would do Reiki on myself. And I would spend a lot of time meditating, doing yoga. I would do that for anywhere from 2 to 4 hours every morning. But even I would do it every single day. I worked 3 to 11, so I would do it in the morning before I had to be at work. And yeah, I would just get up and go right to the yoga mat, and I had my Reiki stuff, and I had everything I needed. And I did that for at least a year, pretty regularly. And then people wondered what happened to me, because I seemed to have transformed from the darkness to the light. So I invite you to try it out. If you're consistent about it, the pain will dissipate. It will what we call transmute. Oh my God, Carrie said that her car just got fixed last week and now it has to go back to the shop Thursday. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness, Carrie. Ugh, man, that is totally Mercury retrograde, right? Totally. So I'm sorry that you're dealing with that. Sounds really hard. Hey, Annie, it's great to have you with us. I'm glad you're here. And today, I think what we're going to be doing is a little bit of everything. So, of course, yeah, see, Melissa said it's so much trauma. I'm working on it every week with my therapist. When we lost our son, it opened up all the trauma I've had since a child that I had pushed down for 50 years. See, how did I know that? Because if it was just about the person that passed, it wouldn't have been, I mean, it's overwhelming to have that grief, but it wouldn't have been that intense. And any kind of quote unquote breakdowns for more than an hour or so, especially if you've tried to have crying days, is trauma. You'll unwind it. And I just told you what I did to unwind mine. And I did see a therapist for a while, but then I got frustrated with the system and just kind of said, screw it. So that's me, you know. But I just told you how I did it. And I would highly recommend that you do that. And there's no reason why science wouldn't back it. Science backs what I just said. Yoga, meditation are both scientifically proven to help unwind trauma out of the body. And Reiki, energy healing, hasn't been proven by modern day science, but the Chinese believe in it and a lot of other people believe in it. And I just say, well, what do you got to lose? Except for a bunch of crap, huh? Old trauma, right? Yeah, I bet it did take a while, Melissa. I have a hard time with therapists because I'm spiritual and I'm always like talking astrology, and I'm always like making reference back to things like that. Or sometimes I feel uncomfortable with therapists if I talk about what my guides are saying, things like that. So, you know, everybody's different, but I'm glad you're working it out, Melissa. And, you know, any of those suggestions that I made could really help you. Yeah, I can show you, Melissa. It is just energetic healing. I can attune you in Reiki 1. If you get one coaching package, I will certify you in Reiki 1, which essentially will give you the knowledge and education to know how to use that energetic healing on yourself. And that's what Reiki 1 is. It's all about healing yourself. Oh, this one's been open to yeah, but sometimes you're shocking them or whatever. They're trained not to let you know what they're feeling. Oh yeah. Hi, Nikki. Welcome. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Elaine. It's good to have you here. I'm glad you're here with us today. You know, with Mercury retrograde and all. So, But yeah, but if you just get a package, Melissa, a coaching package, I'll certify you in it. And I give you a certification and everything. You wouldn't be the first one. I've done it. Oh, I don't know. A bunch of times. I've even had a class in the past. But it's sometimes easier to do it one-on-one. Okay. All right. Well, if you're interested in a reading, you should post that. You could also post if you have any questions, including like more psychic or intuitive questions, like what's going to happen with my job or something like that. I'm probably just going to do real simple, quickie type readings. I'm a medium. I'm an astrologer, a teacher, and definitely Tani says she would love a reading from her spirit family. You know what, Tani? I got that I should pull a card for you. So I have a deck called Pride or Love is Love. Hey, Chelsea. Hey there. Hey, Chelsea. Tony, you asked for any messages from your soul family, and they gave me this card, which is the Empress, which is very much about having nature completely in and around you and all part of you. And that's pretty much what the Empress is about. And so this is a reminder in your spirit family about your connection to nature. I don't know if you've maybe spent too much time indoors or whatever's going on there, but this Empress card is very much about about your connection to nature and how all things are within you and without and outside of you, and that you're connected to all of those things. Okay, so I think Spirit is saying, could you please go outside so we can talk to you? So sometimes I find that spirits sometimes will ask us to, step outside because they really have so much to say. It would be easier to say it directly to you, but you won't hear it unless, unless you're outside, unless you're connected, right? Yeah, and you're spending way too much time indoors. Yeah, see what I mean, Tani? See what I mean? Yeah. So just be aware of that. Just be aware. That's what Spirit's trying to tell you. And that's really important. Well, welcome back, Susan. I'm glad you're here. It's my pleasure. I love doing readings for people. I love helping people. And, oh my gosh, Carrie, now I just figured out why you said bless you, Bright Hawk, because she sneezed a little bit ago. She's laughing now. Okay. She just came in from working on her crystal grids. If you're unaware of what Bright Hawk does, Bright Hawk's my spouse, and she makes these really beautiful crystal grids. You can see them here. These are really great for setting up crystals to help you focus your energy. It'll bring magic into your life, right? Okay. And you can see that each one is hand painted and half done on each side. And so each side is hand painted to help you focus your energy and keep the crystals. You can put the crystals on there. And, I am also doing, I haven't quite put it out yet as an advertisement, but I plan to later this month, is that I will use your astrology chart. If you get an astrology reading with me and you order a crystal grid, I will look at your astrology chart and pick out crystals just for your astrology that will help you focus on your highest self. Okay. And so it's a really great package you can get. I'm going to set up later this week, but if you want to be one of the first, just message me and I'll definitely get you hooked up. Bright Hawk will do a custom crystal grid for you, or you could choose to get one of these if you already love this or something. And then she'll do a custom grid for you, and we'll have custom we'll have also like custom crystals based on your astrology. Here's another one. You want to embrace the spirit of the turtle. Aren't they beautiful, you guys? Like, I'm just saying. And they're made from wood. Like, she goes out in the forest, and when trees fall down in the Rocky Mountains, she slices them. So these are not like pieces of wood she bought at Michael's or something, right? Okay, this is like real pieces of wood from a tree that she cut, and then she put some like protective stuff on there. See, here's a blank one. See? And she just paints them for you. And they're all probably from pine, if you're curious. And we try to do it as environmentally friendly as possible. And, you know, they all have a theme or something that could help you. And she still has this one, which is kind of big. Let me just show you. Right? You look and you meditate. You want to have stones that can help you meditate and get in touch with your third eye, get in touch with the other side, learn to connect with your spirit guides. I would recommend this. And then you get this along with a set of crystals that is specifically attuned to you. I'd be interested. I know that it will be really powerful and magical because I have stones here, and I would intentionally pick them out for you. Okay. So just saying, if you want that, reach out to me directly, because like I said, I'm doing like a, yeah, Sarah, I ship to the US. I live in Colorado. So, of course I do. Yep. Okay. So, if you're looking for that, just reach out to me. A lot of you know me. If I've already done your astrology chart, I'll just look at your astrology chart. And if you give me a review about your experience with it, I'll be happy to just skip over if you've already had an astrology reading with me. But I have to have your astrology chart in order to pick out the stones, right? Okay, so you talk to me and we'll work through a deal, okay? And this is Brianna. Brianna said, Hollis, can you tell me if you feel anything for my house movement? I know we did a chart reading with you a few months ago, but we had our first showing in 6 months yesterday. If the offer is lower than we want, should we jump or wait it out? Okay, Brianna, so I've looked at your chart before. I'm looking. I'm just going to look at your chart, Brianna, because that's a good question for astrology. Did you just have it today? Did you just have that showing today? Mercury's in retrograde right now.
What's her Mercury?
It's not retrograde. In fact, Mercury is opposite you right now. I don't remember what your husband's chart, if I have your husband's chart, Brianna. Do I have your husband's chart too? Let me see if I have another Osborne. Good grief, I've done way too many readings. Okay. No, I haven't done too many readings. I love doing Cameron Osborne. That must be your husband. I would say to please listen to your husband. He has Jupiter on his Mercury right now. So I would say please listen to your husband. But since it's in Cancer, I would say yes. I would take it if it's not too much lower. Okay. You should have good luck though, Brianna. Okay. Yes, Melissa Brighthawk also plays beautiful music. And in fact, if you look her up on YouTube, or if you just go to her website, brighthawkproductions.com, you'll be able to find her YouTube. You'll be able to hear her music. You'll be able to see her, her crystal grids and learn all about it. Okay. Yes. Yeah, I thought you and your husband's chart. I think I found it, Cameron. And so just know that Jupiter is in Cancer right now. So my answer is yes, you should take it, because that would be good luck. But I honestly not sure you're going to get that much less than you want, actually. Okay. Thanks, Sarah. We have to release another video. I'm sorry, Mercury retrograde has totally kicked us backwards. The wood thing, it's called a crystal grid. Crystal grid, Melissa. It's a crystal grid. Brighthawk's the only person that I know of that makes them. I have looked, and I have not found anyone else that makes them. Okay. Sarah said that those are amazing, and everybody thinks they're really beautiful, Brighthawk.
Well, thanks.
And she's a really great painter, actually. Yeah, it's a crystal grid. Yeah. So, I'm glad you're here, Carrie. I'm glad you love those. I'm glad you took a look at those. And I want everybody to take a look at what they are. And I'm glad you're all here. Okay. So somebody asked for a reading, and I just have to find out who those are. Okay. Chelsea. Any messages for Chelsea? What messages do we have for Chelsea? Chelsea. Chelsea. Change much? That's what this is about. It's all about change, Chelsea. It's all about what's changing in your life, what's coming to an end. Sounds like there's some things coming to an end and maybe some new beginnings around the corner. So just know that this is a process. You're in a transformational process. So just know. Okay. All right. Just know you're in a process of change, Chelsea. You're in a deep transformational process. Carla. Carla, did your sibling have something that was all over their body, such as cancer or something? Something that would kind of make them feel weighed down or exhausted? Were they sick? Is it a female, Carla? Do you have a sister, Carla? A sister that maybe is sick? Okay. I do have a female here that is I really feel like yeah, I'm pretty sure she had cancer or something all over her body. And she's saying that she was kind of sick for a while. She's saying you weren't there when she passed, whoever the person is here now. I'm not sure if it's a sibling, like a sister or whatever, but I have a female, definitely female, and definitely had cancer or something all over their body that felt very heavy. And she's saying that you weren't there when she passed. A lot of stress. Okay. You experienced a lot of stress because you weren't there. Like, are you the person that's tuning in tonight? Are you feeling a little? I don't think it's for you, Carla. As mentioned, I don't think it's for you. It doesn't match, so it's not for you. But someone here is listening right now, and you knew a woman that passed, and maybe you're feeling a little guilty for not being there when she passed. She was sick for a while, and then you couldn't get there at the time of her passing for some reason. Melissa, have you given yourself a hard time about that? I'm feeling a lot of like mental stress about not being there specifically. Um, oh, and you've been thinking about her all day. Have you been having some mental stress about her? Like, just like feeling not connected to her and things like that? Okay. Okay. All right, Melissa, I'm pretty sure I'm with you. Okay. I'm pretty sure the spirit is with you. Yep. And she just said yes. Okay. She said she's a door opener. Was she kind of a leader? Did she tend to um is she kind of a leader? Is she kind of like loud and not loud and proud? Just she tended to be the first one out the door. Um so she was kind of a big sister. Okay. All right. She was my big sister, my best friend. Okay. Because she's opening the door and she's saying, "I'm bringing the spirits through." That's what she's saying. So she's kind of like the leader, and she just wants to let everybody know that she's bringing them through. That happens sometimes with me. One spirit steps through, and then they tend to pull the rest. Okay. She was behind the scenes helping us all. Well, maybe she is behind the scenes now. She's just saying that she's here to help. But if she was your big sister and your best friend, I feel like if she was your big sister, then she probably led the way on some things sometimes. She's just holding the door open for other spirits. She's also saying that she's well versed. So I think she's done medium. She's come through other medium readings for you before, and she's been passed for a bit. So I think you said I used to get her all the time. So I'm not sure if that means that you used to get medium readings with her all the time, or she used to come through, or things like that. So just saying, Melissa, she's pulling other spirits through, and she wants me to go back to Carla. Okay. Ow. I'm not sure if this is for you, Carla, but you can tell me. Okay. I was supposed to stay with her the night before she died. She told me not to come until morning, and then she passed before I got there. Melissa says she used to feel her with you all the time. Okay. Okay. She's opening the door, and she's let through a male energy. I believe it was a little violent. I feel a sudden pain in the side of my head, which usually indicates a violent death, like suicide or someone shot him in the head. Is saying that he was okay. So I'm pretty sure he took his own life. And so this male energy that he's bringing, that could be for anyone here. Okay, don't get confused. Just because Melissa's sister brought him through, that doesn't mean anything for me. They're all kind of tied together through a tie. Sometimes they could be for Melissa, sometimes not. But Melissa, your son did that. Okay. Your son shot himself. Okay. He said it was stupid. The fact that he did it, he said it was stupid. Okay. He actually is like saying, oh, okay. Your son took his own life by strangulation. Okay. Did he hit his head? Melissa, your son is here with us, but he's here with us because you mentioned him. I'm not sure it's the same energy, because now I felt another energy step forward that is claiming to be your son, Melissa. Okay. He's kind of being a little bit silly. I feel like he's done this before. He's regretful of what happened. So you should know that, Melissa. He regrets what happened. Okay. There's still a man that's hit the side of his head. I believe is an older man, like maybe middle-aged, when he passed. He feels really... There's something that happened with his head. All the pain is centrally located. So it makes me feel like there could have been an accident or some other reason that he banged his head, or something that happened to him. All right, Melissa, it's good to know. Good to know. Yeah, your son is right here with us. He's here. He's here with us. It's, they all have many, many. Beth Wetstein, can you tell me more about your son? Jessica Vandermeulen, my boyfriend shot himself. There we go. Okay, Jessica over in the group. I'm pretty sure, Jessica, I'm with you because it sounds like everything matches. He's middle-aged man, and feels like most of the pain is in the head. And Jessica, it also feels like, let me see what else he has. Do you know why he'd be showing me, Jessica, do you know why he'd be showing me a van or a vehicle? I think it's a van, or it's a vehicle. Okay, so Beth, and your son was middle-aged? Was he like, late 20s, early 30s, maybe somewhere in there, middle-aged? And he's showing me a vehicle for some reason. I'm trying to like hone into why. I feel like it was his or something that it's kind of important to him. I guess it could be an SUV, Jessica. It feels like it belongs to him. No, Carrie, the one that had the pain in the head was not being silly. No. The one that's being silly is what's her name's son. Oh my God, Jessica. Okay. Oh my God, Jessica. I'm so sorry for the way you have suffered. This is terrible. It's just and these energies, man, they just come through me because I'm a shadow walker, you see. So he shot himself in front of me, in front of my car. Okay. I'm sorry, Jessica. I feel like I'm with you, Jessica. Since the first moment I seen your name, I felt like I was with you. All right. So I'm just saying. Okay, Jessica. Beth, I might be with you too, so just hold on a second, okay? A lot of spirits that I get lots of piggybacking. Jessica, for you, he's showing me what happened. Okay. I don't know why he's showing me what happened. He says he regrets it. He doesn't just regret it, he hates that it happened. It's a lot of bad karma, he's saying, for him. And that's true. Oh, okay. He wants you to know that that was a huge mistake, Jessica, and that he is going to be quickly sort of processed on the other side, and he's going to be back. He's going to be reborn, and he wants you to know that because his energy might shift over time in the next 6 months to a year. I will say that typically spirits are not very good with timing. Okay, I'm just going to say, historically, I haven't found that spirits are good. Astrology is the best way I can get timing. And Jessica, so he wants you to know that he's going to be reborn, so his energy might shift. Do you sometimes feel him now, Jessica? He says your grief is really thick, though. Then he just said that your grief is really thick and it's his fault. So when grief is thick, sometimes it means that it's harder for you to sense spirits on the other side, or it's harder for you to connect. And so he just wants you to know that His energies will shift over time. He deeply regrets what happened. Deeply. And his soul, like, he didn't go to hell or anything like that. You know that, right? And he's saying that that he just wants to let you know that his soul is okay, and he's just going to be prepared in the coming. My dad said he was going to be reborn like last year, and I'm still waiting for him to be reborn. So sometimes they're waiting for somebody here to be willing to have a kid. But their souls are often quickly processed, and then sometimes that happens, particularly with suicides, particularly with anything where someone takes their own life, or drugs overdose. Oftentimes they are reborn quickly. I think because it wasn't really meant to happen, and there's something during this timing, like during these generations, that they have to work out. And so I think that's really why. So Jessica, I just want you to know, she said, I can definitely see that, meaning that she can see him hating the fact that it's happened. And she said that she's feeling that way all the time. So yeah, so Jessica, just know that he's with you. And if you want to go deeper, I feel like we could go much deeper in a private reading, but but that's enough for the public eye. It's intense. It's intense for you. It's intense for me. I think it's intense for everybody, right? So I just want to say, take care of yourself, Jessica. Work on that grief, okay? Because it's super, super, super thick. Okay. Yeah, lots of love being sent to you, Jessica. The community is sending lots of love to you. Isn't that sweet? Brianna sending love to you, Jessica. Okay. Okay. Carla's saying that he was 47. So I am right. The person that keeps telling the male energy that keeps telling me to check in with Carla is you, Carla. My brother was 47 when he passed. He hit his head, but he didn't die of the head injury. That's okay. Because he's still showing me that he had head pain. He had like a headache or something. Okay. Interesting. Now he's showing me, Carla, when I leaned into the spirit that's keeps telling me to reach for you, he's saying that he's showing me, I think it's a full moon, and there's a little bit of like a horizon, and it almost feels like we're standing there together. And I'm wondering if this is something that maybe you shared with him, but there's like a full moon in the sky, and it feels like a beautiful starry night, and it feels like kind of a great way to sort of view. But wait a minute. I'm not sure that he's there for real. Have you been staring at the moon? Have you been outside at nighttime talking to him? Like talking to his spirit, Carla? Especially under the night sky? I can see a horizon that's not perfect. It's like kind of goes like this, and then there's a big hill sort of off to the right. Lots of people are supporting you, Jessica. Hang in there, Jessica. And Jessica said, thank you. I really needed this tonight. You rock. We will chat again soon. You're welcome, Jessica. And Carla's like, yes. Okay. All the time. Okay, Carla. It looks like the moon to me. It looks like a beautiful night, like a clear night, beautiful clear night sky. And now I'm looking at your Facebook, and I'm kind of like, I don't know what's in your, I can't see. It's too small. But anyway, I can't see your profile image, but I was like, is that it? But the moon's in the sky and he's standing right beside you, but you can't see him, but he is trying to touch your hand. He's trying to grab your hand and let you know that he's there. Have you felt a tingling sensation in your hand and wondered what it was while you were talking to him? Because you're saying you're talking to him, yes, all the time. And he's like, he's making my hand tingle and burn, and there's like a pressure sensation in the middle. Like almost a little bit painful right here, but there's tingling, it's warm, it's hot, and it's got a lot of sensation. Do you have some sort of sensation in your hand, Carla? Okay. Carla, I want you to stay open to that while you're standing outside, okay? Because he says he's trying to get your attention. He's right beside you, and he wants you to know that he's with you and that he's holding your hand. But I'm wondering if you're not sensing that. Maybe you're under a lot of grief. Maybe you're not really aware of it. Like one of the things that I teach people as when they're learning to connect to the other side, since I typically teach people how to connect to the other side, even if you're just trying to like connect to your loved one or something like that, okay? Or mediums in training. One of the things that I teach is to don't just look for images or words in your ear. Also be aware of sensations in your body. And this really awakens people that are learning to connect, because if you're learning to connect and you learn to read those sensations, you can learn to connect. And the stronger, and then once you get one clair going, that's what we call clairsentient, which is when you can feel something, then the other clairs will start to wake up. And I believe everybody has all the clairs. Like, I just think some of us are meant to work with others in readings and some are not. That's all. So I'm pretty sure, Carla, I want you to try and let me know. Come back and comment. Come back and send me a message. Or come back and write a review in the group and tell us what happened. You know, I'm pretty sure the next time you go out that you're going to feel a sensation, and just let me know where it is and how it feels to you, and pay attention to that sensation, because he's trying to get a hold of you. Okay. Okay, so, it's okay, Melissa. The good news is once I say it out loud, the pain goes away. Isn't that the great thing? Melissa said, thank you for sharing your gift with us. It's sad that you have to feel the pain when you get them. It's okay. And Melissa said, can someone come back as an animal? Or yes, they can. And different people believe different things. Yes, people often come back as animals. Sometimes I think, like, especially like dogs that are well taken care of, cats that are well taken care of, sometimes I think those are for enlightened beings, like a gift lifetime that they can come back and just kind of enjoy things. And the Buddhist monks kind of believe the same thing. They believe that when you reach enlightenment, you'll come back and be a monk's dog, because a monk's dog is the best kept dog in the world, which might be true. They are really good to their animals. And so, yes, they can come back as also, but most of the time they come back as a human. Now, Buddhist monks also think that if you have a lot of bad karma, you come back as like a fly or an ant. That's why I'm laughing, because I think it's kind of interesting, the way the monks believe in reincarnation. And I kind of go along with that. I wouldn't totally throw that out. So, yeah, Sarah's giving you some love, Jessica. Chelsea said, I wonder if my dad was reborn. He's been gone for 17 years, and I don't feel his presence. Wait a minute. I also wondered if my son could be someone from my past. Chelsea, did your dad die before your son was born? I don't know. Just tell me if that's true. Okay, good, Carla. Let me know what happens. Cheryl said, I sense pain, but I feel like pressure and an uncomfortable feeling. Yeah, that's kind of how I feel it, Cheryl, too. But sometimes, it's more intense than other times. Can animals come back as people? Yeah, I think so. I think a soul is the soul. So, and then some animals, like we all have spirit animals, so you should also keep that in mind, which is kind of like a soulmate, but it's an animal. And a spirit animal is connected to you and will do everything they can to get back to you. And sometimes I think a spirit animal can serve several purposes at once. And like I believe that the current dog that I have, the download, I think what I'm getting is that he was here to teach Bright Hawk the benefits of having a dog. And he's certainly done that. And he certainly has won her heart over. And he tends to be a little bit of like an emotional support dog for her. And then he also emotionally supports my neighbor. I'm not kidding. I'm totally serious. He is serving both people at the same time. Sometimes our neighbor doesn't want to give our dog back, for instance. I'm only kidding. He watches our dog all the time. And so our dog kind of has two families. And I think he is my spouse's spirit animal, but I also think he's our neighbor's spirit animal. I do think they can be connected more than one person. I think it would be silly for us to think single all the time. And what you learn about my neighbor is that my neighbor really loves dogs. He's particularly good with dogs. And he, a long time ago, had a dog that died. And he never got a dog again. Don't do that. That's how you shut the door on your spirit animal. And then your spirit animal can't come back to you. So, and I don't think that Charlie, my dog, is particularly connected to me other than I'm his healer. Because he was incredibly Ashika, yes, you can ask a health related question. I'm an intuitive medium, so that's fine. I'm a medical medium. And so he, I think, he went through a lot of trauma. He was abused. He bit a cop. He's like afraid of brooms and shit like that. He was super aggressive when I first got him. He would bite anyone that came on this property. He didn't hesitate to bite a human. And he was in a no-kill shelter here in Colorado. And they just kept bringing him back. Like people would adopt him, but he couldn't stay. And it was a sad, sad story. So I'm nothing more than his healer, really. And he totally respects me. He totally loves me. He's totally good to me. But he's not really big into snuggling with me, which I find hilarious. Now, at this point, I just make jokes about it. But he'll snuggle with my spouse and he'll snuggle with my neighbor. And I'm really sure that's what I got from my guides when I was like, why won't this dog snuggle with me? Like, did I do something wrong? And he just has too much respect for me. I'm his healer, which is a little bit different, right? So I'm the sort of like a dog whisperer, and I do use Cesar Millan's methods. Mm-hmm. Okay. Chelsea, that was a great question. I agree. Yes, he died before my son was born. Chelsea, your son is your dad. Your dad's soul came back and he's your son now. They leave an imprint on the other side, so you can probably still get messages from him. And that's what his imprint is saying. How can we find out about our spirit animal? I think it's best to talk to your spirit guides. You can get a spirit reading with me if you want. I do animal readings. I think, I also can communicate with animals. I can, absolutely assess whether the animal you have now is your spirit animal. You usually know it, though. You usually kind of know it. She passed right after my heart attack and works with me in spirit now. That's my sweet Athena. Okay, Cheryl. Great. Isn't that funny, Cheryl? Yeah. Mm-hmm. He's actually a really nice guy. He's helped us through a lot when we've had some physical problems. Like when Bright Hawk broke her leg and stuff, he was the guy that came over and helped clear the driveway and shit like that. Yeah, he was really helpful. Ashika said, anything on my lower back pain? It's been flaring up since the start of June. Ashika, do you do any kind of yoga, tai chi, qigong, anything like that? It's in your lower back, and I feel like it has to do with the way you move and hold your body. So there's a different way to approach it. Let me know if you do any of those kinds of stretching or tai chi, qigong, yoga. All right. Melissa said I got my miniature pincher pup from the shelter after someone else brought her back. I love her so much, but she is very high energy. My hubby always asks why I thought it was a good idea to get one someone else returned. Oh my God. I tell him it was fate. I agree, Melissa. I'm glad that you did that. And your dog, probably your high energy dog, is only high energy because of the way you greet. Have you watched Caesar Milan, Melissa? Go watch Caesar Milan's channel. Watch as much of that as you can. Educate yourself. Because I'm getting from your guides, I think it might be your son, is saying that it has to do with the way you interact with the dog. Okay. So Ashika, I'm going to suggest that you do some stretching, some yoga, tai chi. Okay. Oh, okay. Ashika said, no, I had a knee injury I was working on. It could have led to some movement issues, though. Okay, I see. Still, I want you to try to do some stretching, Ashika. Even if you go online and look up like chair yoga, there's ways that you can totally do yoga without standing. I do yoga with people that live in a wheelchair, so I'm sure that you can do it. And it's really, really helpful. You really need to stretch, particularly going forward. It's like stretching forward in your seat and really checking in on your, like, the way you're holding your body. Okay? Okay. And then Chelsea's like, wow, I always wondered why I didn't feel his presence the way other people seem to feel their loved ones. I often felt discouraged about that. He passed when I was 20, so I didn't get much time with him. Well, Chelsea, now you know why, because now he's back with you, and sounds like you guys had some sort of soul contract. So, okay. It seems I'm more blessed than I thought. Often that's true for all of us, Chelsea. That is often true for most of us. Okay. Sarah's asking my job. I need help. Sarah, I did read something about someone lied to you or something. Can you put it back up? Because I lost it. It got lost in the shuffle. Ashika said, yeah, we'll look into it. I was going to physical therapy, I assume you mean, this week. They've been making me stretch. Do you get any timeline? Oh, I'm actually pretty sure, Ashika, if you stay positive and keep doing those exercises, I'm pretty sure you're gonna feel better by the end of the month. Okay? All right? You're gonna start moving more freely by the end of the month. So make sure you go to the physical therapy thing. Okay? You're gonna feel better. It's not gonna be 100%, but you're gonna feel better. You're gonna see improvement in just another week or so. But you have to do those exercises. Carla said, hi Hollis, I'm just wondering if my mom is gonna have some healing with the open wounds in her stomach, or does it need medical intervention? Yeah, she needs to have medical intervention before Jupiter leaves Cancer. So that makes sense. Right now, she's not having to go to the hospital because Jupiter's in Cancer, which is good luck. But it usually also, if you're still having a health problem during that time, it's because Jupiter's kind of holding back the gates of, it getting worse by saying, go see the doctor, go see a doctor. So has she seen a doctor? Has she, if she's seen a regular doctor and they can't do anything for her, has she gone to a naturopath? Has she seen a wellness doctor or something that can help her change her diet? And I'm getting that it has a lot to do with what she's putting in her body 3 times a day. So that's food. I was told one job and pay, and it changed. So I left a better paying job, and now I'm stuck. Yeah, but Carla, just because she's been dealing with it for over 2 years, it doesn't matter. Jupiter is in Cancer right now, and that's what I got. You asked me. Yeah. I think she needs, and has she seen a doctor recently? Has the doctor said what they want to do? Is there something they want to do, Carla? Is there something they want to do about that? Sarah, is there something that, are you working with someone else? Is there someone that you work closely with, or someone you'd like to work closely with? Aw, that's cute, Beth. That's beautiful, Beth. That I think my dog has been with me through many lives. He's been amazing. Exactly. That's definitely your spirit guide, Beth. Definitely. Yeah. Definitely your spirit dog, Beth, for sure. Okay. All right. Carla, I'm pretty sure if there's something the doctors need to do, she needs to do it. And if the doctors aren't giving her answers, she needs to go to a different doctor. Okay? That's what I'm telling you. I'm telling you, I asked if this is something that she's, I'm just telling you what they said. I do work close with someone. He talked me into coming there. Does he like you, Sarah? Like you, you know what I mean by like? Is he attracted to you, Sarah, in a romantic way? Do you know? Okay, so you have an appointment tomorrow morning, Carla. So that's good. Great. So just know that whatever the doctor suggests will probably greatly help improve things. Okay. Sarah's like, probably. All right, Sarah. Well, now you know his motivation, and now you're stuck there. So let's see if there's something else you can do. Sarah, don't I have your astrology chart? I'm going to look at that instead. Because, you know, I'm more accurate with astrology. Sarah, smile. Oh, man. Okay, hold on. Oh, Mercury's over top of Saturn right now. Look for another job right now, Sarah. I want you to put out as many applications as you can between now and August 11th. Okay? And even beyond the August 11th. But put out, look for as many jobs as possible. Mercury's in retrograde. I know I don't normally tell you to like start anything new or whatever, but you're not starting something new. You're dealing with an old issue. So that's yeah, Carla, we're all wishing her happy and safe and quick healing. Okay. Yeah, Sarah. I just looked it up. Mercury's retrograde on your Saturn, literally directly on top. Congratulations. So what's happening right now is supposed today. Oh, she said, okay, I am. I updated my resume today and posted it. Of course you did, Sarah. Of course you did. And I'm not surprised. Mercury is turning around directly on top of your Saturn. That's going to create this level of feeling like you need to review or change or revisit your work in the world. Your work in the world in particular, okay? And so I just want to let you know that that's really what needs to happen, okay? So just so you know, that's I'm laughing, Sarah, because it couldn't be more accurate, actually. Your Saturn, if you take a look at your astrology chart, your Saturn, which typically rules work and things like that. I wouldn't be surprised if you like worked with like death or taboo topics or other people's money. Just to let you know that that would be a good thing for you. Also, anything where you work closely in teams with others, that would also be really good. Or style or beauty or making things beautiful. In the meantime, what I want to say is that Mercury is at 14 degrees Leo and your Saturn is at 15 degrees. And so it's kind of going right back on top of it. Okay. So try to hang in there, Sarah. This Mercury retrograde definitely sounds like you're listening. Sounds like you're following your own personal guidance. It sounds like you're getting there. So good job, frankly, Sarah. The fact that you've already done it tells me that you're hearing, So if you've been meditating or asking your guides to make it more clear about what you should be doing, hey, guess what? They listened. And so are you listening? Great job. You're doing it's called claircognizance, when we suddenly know something we didn't know before. All of us have claircognizance, and I'll leave you with this today. And that is often when something pops in your head that you didn't know before. You have no idea where it came from. A lot of us just think it's a random thought, but it's actually not. It comes from your spirit guides, unless it's negative or bad. Unless it says something bad about yourself, then that's you. Just keep in mind, Sarah said, yeah, I'm trying. I'm on a mission. Good job, Sarah. See, though? See how accurate astrology is? Yeah. Good luck to you and your mom, Carla. Terry sent that to you. So always keep in mind, you guys, that claircognizance means that things will just pop into your head and you have no idea why it just popped into your head, but it did. It came from nowhere. It's something you didn't know before and now you know it. And when that happens, or if you're having a conversation with your dead loved one in your head, that's also called claircognizance. It's when we suddenly know something that we didn't know before. Okay. So, just to let you all know that you're probably all deeply connected. Okay. So, big love to all of you. And I'm glad you all showed up. I'm glad you're all here. And I appreciate all of you. I'm very grateful to all of you for all of your love and your support. I appreciate it if you invite your friends. Make sure you follow my page. Interact with my posts. You know, if I understand if you really appreciate what I've done for you today, I appreciate a review. And even if, you know, you don't feel like writing a review, even if you just made an effort to give back a little bit, by commenting or sharing a meme or something that I do in the next coming week or so, you can really help me out doing that. Okay. And, as you guys don't realize, that interaction is priceless for a channel like this. And I'm a small business, you know, we're a small business. Of course, I have my psychic readings. I do everything from astrology to mediumship. I've been sort of working. I'm a witchcraft. I am a witch and teach witchcraft. And I have been sort of working with unseen energies since I was a young person. Melissa, you can put the review anywhere you'd like. You can put it in the group. You can put it on my page. You can even put it in Google if you want. And I appreciate that. Thanks, Melissa. And I think, you know, we're a small business. Psychic Insights is a small business. And I run and own Psychic Insights. And, you know, I started it because I seen that there were a lot of mediums out there that weren't always able to do the business side of things. And I think some of them are very, very good mediums. I just think they're horrible business people. And so I just felt like if I just started making a website and, you know, I don't take advantage of the mediums that work with me. I just take a percentage enough, hopefully, to cover the software and the things that we do together, the advertising and the cost of the website, and, you know, to process and my time and things like that. So I try to make it as fair as possible. I try to take good care of the people that I work with. So just so you know, that's why Psychic Insights exists. It's a small business. And so if you appreciate our service or you've been with our service before, we appreciate reviews. Psychic Insights is on Google. And if you need the link to it, I started sending it out recently. If you get the recording of your reading, it will be in there. So I appreciate that. Thank you, Melissa. Your evidence is always on point. Thanks, Melissa. I have been doing mediumship for a long time, but it's not always. Sometimes I get things wrong. So, and anyway, you know, I appreciate all of you. I appreciate that you're all here, and I appreciate your love and support. I appreciate you sharing, following, commenting, and everything that you do for us is deeply appreciated. Remember that there is a party on Thursday. So if you're looking to attend one of our readings party where you can possibly win my reading, it's called an Astrology with Mediumship reading. I'm going to put the link to book directly for the party. It's just $25. Everybody gets some sort of reading. Sorry, I just need to write it. There we go. I just put it in the comments. So you should be able to see it. And everybody gets some sort of reading. So even if it's just a little little tarot reading or something, but everybody gets a chance to win the astrology mediumship reading that I do. That's one of a kind. No one else does it but me. And I essentially give you the universe's perspective of the death of your loved one. So you'll need to make sure that you bring like birthday, date and time, death day, date and time. And you also can, you may also win a reading with another medium or someone else or some other special kind of reading. Okay. And we're still working out the ins and outs of what that looks like. But I assure you that you will get some sort of reading, and we do a drawing right there in the group. It's in Zoom. It's private to everybody that's in that Zoom. So it will just be like somewhere between hopefully 10 to 20 people. It's only $25. Every single time it's different. You can come every time and still have a different experience. Hey JR, welcome. I'm glad you're here. And so the parties are a lot of fun. I hope you come and join us. It is a really special event, and I don't know when the next time we'll be doing one, but it will be this Thursday evening at 7 p.m. Mountain Time. So you'll have to convert that for your time zone. So that's like 9 p.m. Eastern Time, 6 p.m. Pacific Time. Okay. And I hope that you take a minute to attend our party. Also, today's Tuesday. So tomorrow, Sarah will be live at 7 p.m. Sarah Red Crow. And then Thursday, Mama Cole will be live. So I hope that you'll check that out. We are going to try to get on a schedule where like Sarah has Wednesday nights. I have Tuesday nights, right? Okay. So if you are hoping to catch a certain medium or whatever, you can connect with us on those nights. Okay. All right, everyone. I hope you had a beautiful evening. I hope Mercury. Oh, Annie, I look forward to a booking with you. I look forward to it. Oh my gosh, Beth, you're technically challenged. Well, I can help you. Beth. Just send me a message. I'll try to help you out. No problem. I understand. I can help you. And I did put the link there in the group as well so that you guys can join us at the party on Thursday. It's super fun. It will be in Zoom. It's recorded and sent to you afterwards, so you can have a recording of that little reading. And it's just tons of fun. We have a great time. It's a couple of hours. So it's a great way to spend the evening with a bunch of friends and getting readings. All right. All right, everyone. Well, I look forward to having you and seeing you later on. And I hope all of you have a fantastic evening and a fantastic, what do you want to call this? Mercury retrograde. Good night.